12-year-old Ian sat on the porch of his grandfather's old countryside home, sulking. He had just lost a race at school and was frustrated. "I tried my best, Dadaji," he grumbled, looking up at his wise old grandfather. "But I still lost." His grandfather, an 80-year-old man with twinkling eyes and a long silver beard, chuckled. "Ah, my boy, do you want to know the real secret of success?" Ian's eyes widened. "You know it?" Grandfather nodded. "Come with me." Curious, Ian followed him into the backyard. The old man handed Ian a small clay pot and pointed to a tall, mighty oak tree. "See this tree? It wasn't always so strong. It started as a tiny seed." He placed a small seed in Ian's hand. "Now, plant this." Ian dug a little hole and planted the seed. "But, Dadaji, how does this teach me about success?" His grandfather smiled. "Be patient." The next day, Ian rushed to check on the seed. Nothing had changed. He frowned. Days turned into weeks, and still, there was no sign of the plant. Ian grew restless. "Maybe the seed is bad," he complained. His grandfather shook his head. "Water it. Keep caring for it." Reluctantly, Ian followed his grandfather's advice. He watered it daily, pulled out weeds, and even shielded it from harsh sunlight. Yet, nothing seemed to happen. Months passed. Then, one day, Ian noticed a small green shoot breaking through the soil. His eyes widened in excitement. "Dadaji! It's growing!" His grandfather chuckled. "Yes, but do you know what was happening beneath the soil all this time?" Ian shook his head. The roots were growing deep, preparing to support a strong tree. Without those roots, the tree would have fallen at the first storm. Ian thought for a moment and then whispered, "So, success is like this seed?" Grandfather smiled. "Exactly. True success isn't instant. It takes time, patience, and effort. Just because you don't see results immediately doesn't mean nothing is happening." Ian nodded slowly. He thought about his lost race and realized he had given up too quickly. If he wanted to win, he had to train consistently, just like the tree needed time to grow. From that day on, Ian practiced harder, focused on improving little by little, and never gave up. Months later, at the next school race, he ran with all his strength, and this time, he won. As he held up his trophy, he looked up at his grandfather, who smiled knowingly. The secret of success wasn't just about talent or luck, it was about patience, persistence, and faith in the unseen effort. And that, Ian knew, was a lesson he would carry forever.